We are in Western Maine, and I am going to be exploring the Rangeley region to catch some Native Maine Brook Trout. Now, it's still a little early in the season, but you know, if you fish it all in the summer in Maine, you can do it. You just have to make sure you check the water temperatures. Also, that doesn't look familiar, does it? No, that's a story for another day. So I made it down to the spot that I want to start at this morning, and it's a nice deep pool. It comes from a long segment of rapids, so it's going to be really oxygenated water, and it dumps out into this large pool behind me. Because I'm lazy, I am just going to try what I already have on for a nymph rig that was working last night. And on here I have a size 18 Euro zebra midge tungsten, and above that I am using a mini Euro Pats, which is a really cool pattern that a friend of mine introduced me to recently. I've been testing it out and I've had quite good success with it, so here goes nothing. Oh, there's a salmon. Hard to miss those when you hook him. He was halfway out of the water before I even knew I had him. Took the size 18 midge. There, look at that. Little fat female. Very nice. There we have it. That was fish number one for the morning. Pretty happy with that. That was a good icebreaker. But there are some big brook trout in these waters, and hopefully we can get into one today. So let's see what else we can get out of there. Oh. I don't know what this is. Oh, no. Oh, damn it. Oh, that looked like a nice brook trout. At least over 12. I don't know what, but good head shakes. Painful. Happens with barbless every now and then. There's a tiny one. Let's see. It's a little fall fish. Not what we're looking for. Okay, so we've got two species, I would say to the net, but to the hand so far, since I always forget my net. One salmon, one fall fish, and I lost a good brook trout. So finally moved out of that big pool up there and got a couple brook trout in this little pool right behind me. So we're gonna keep heading downstream, and if you're wondering why I'm going down, I met another couple back at that big pool across the river, and they went upstream not long ago. So because this river is, you know, it's pretty wide, but a lot of these pools you kind of hop across rocks to reach them. And if I went upstream, we'd be kind of competing for the same pool. So I'm gonna let them do that, and I'll just fish downstream instead. Okay, let's keep going. I stuck around that big pool for so long because I was really hoping for a big brook trout, but that didn't happen. I hooked into one good one and I lost it. But you know, that's kind of the way it goes. Oh, no. So many little brook trout in these riffles. It's crazy. Every single riffle has a fish. Or more. There's one. It's a nice colored up one, I think. Took the hare's ear again. Big fan of that hare's ear. Oh, off he goes. Oh my gosh. As soon as we started moving downriver, I only stop at each spot for maybe about 5 minutes, and it's definitely helped. We've been catching all kinds of fish. I mean, just in this little run, there's far more fish than you would think. So just fish every single spot that looks fishy to you. Just like nice little runs like this. This is perfect. Just enough room to get a good drift. I will suggest, I mean, there are some good looking spots, but if they look like this, with this big overhanging tree, you might want to consider skipping it because you could spend the next 10 minutes retying. Hey. Not sure I got that on camera, but he shook the hook when I was trying to get the camera out. I'm gonna talk a little bit about my setups. I start off with a tapered leader that I've used for dry flies, and I've cut it back so far that I switch it over to my nymph rod. From about the 3X section, I run a section of 4X, and then I go down to 5X. And on this 5X, I'm going to put, we're gonna have a new fly. Oh, here's a sneak peek of what's to come. I am just making sure that, you know, it's gonna hold up to the test of time before I put it out for you guys. So it'll be a while before this is ready to go out, but yeah. I'm going to use something with some color. We're gonna see if we can attract a few fish. So I'm gonna put some orange on there. Brook trout are a big fan of orange. And then I will continue to use just a standard hare's ear that they've been liking already. There we go. So we have our attractor on there. Because I don't think we're gonna get anything huge in these riffles, and this is a very high pressured area, I tie the dropper with 6X. So all of this is using fluorocarbon. It sinks faster, and it's thinner in diameter. And then of course to the end of that, I'm tying our hare's ear. I use the improved clench knot pretty much any time I'm tying a line to a fly. The only other knot I use on the river is a blood knot. I prefer the blood knot to do line to line. It takes a little more time, but I don't mind. And with that, we are rigged up, ready to go. And depending on how deep we are is of course going to determine where I'm going to set my indicator. Oh, on the hare's ear. I wonder if the attractor helped. Oh, jeez. Setup work, pretty much first cast. Very hard to keep them pinned, especially brook trout, once you bring them into yourself and you just hold them on a leash. Okay, found a spot to try. I have to stop at this one because it looks like such a good run. Nice long run. And then there's also one about the same just above it. So that last run was absolutely fantastic. Every place I stopped up here had a fish in it, whether I caught it or not. I think I'm done exploring downriver. It's getting later in the day and I have to make my way back to Rangeley to pick up some fly tying supplies so I can tie some flies up for you guys. And of course, everything that I carry in my box you see me use, I tie myself. And if you want to help support the channel, you can do that by purchasing some flies on my website. You just fill out the order form and I will get to working on them for you. I'm gonna start hiking my way out. I'm just gonna cherry pick. If I see a really nice stretch, I'll stop, fish it. And who knows, maybe one of those stretches is gonna have that trophy brook trout that we're looking for. Well, fall brook trout season has officially started. The weather is cool enough, the leaves are starting to change color, and it's just my favorite time of year. Now, I know I said I'd probably go fish a few more spots, but I gotta head home. I gotta tie up a bunch of orders for you guys. I'll explain this later, but right now I gotta get going. So thank you so much for watching.